We certainly have a cult, but is there a political party left? All that and more now on Graph's Grievances. Florida governor and 2024 presidential candidate Ron DeSantis infuriating Donald Trump supporters by referring to them as, quote, listless vessels that automatically support the former president. DeSantis explaining that in order for the conservative movement to be long-lasting, it cannot be centered around loyalty to one individual. Quote, if you're not rooted in principle, that's not going to be a durable movement. DeSantis' comments drawing sharp criticism from the Trump campaign, who say his comments are an insult to Trump voters. And while DeSantis has tried to nonsensically clarify his remarks, he actually told the truth about a majority of Trump supporters. As we have witnessed for years now, it does not matter what Trump says or does or how bad the news gets for him, his support rarely wavers. Despite being impeached twice and criminally indicted 4 times, more than 50% of Republican primary voters still back him. And what this sadly means is that the once principled Republican Party has nearly been co-opted by a policy-free raging narcissist. Just slightly less than 50% of Republicans are willing to say they want someone other than Trump to be their next presidential nominee. And with the exception of Trump passing, the only way Republicans can take back their party from him and his cult is by quickly uniting behind one candidate to take him on. The key words here are uniting and quickly. If Trump is able to win the first in the nation Iowa caucuses and the first Republican presidential primary in New Hampshire, there will be no stopping him. His momentum will simply be too great. Tonight, the roughly half of Republicans looking for an alternative to Trump will get to see their options face off at the first Republican presidential debate. As for what viewers will see is anyone's guess, but new polling gives us insight into what Republicans in Iowa and New Hampshire want to hear about. 77% of Republican Iowa caucus goers telling NBC News they are more likely to vote for a candidate who supports using the U.S. military to secure the southern border. And 65% say they are more likely to back a candidate who fights the, quote, left's woke agenda. Also popular with Iowa Republicans, banning gender-affirming medical treatment for youth under the age of 18. 61% saying they are more likely to support a candidate with such transphobic policy. Not popular with Republicans in Iowa, aggressively criticizing Donald Trump. 54% saying that would make them less likely to vote for a candidate. As for what Republicans in the second nominating contest of New Hampshire care about, according to Echelon Insights, Republicans in the Granite State rank political corruption, cost of living, the economy, and immigration as the issues they care most about. And do you see a problem here? Republicans in Iowa and New Hampshire are not of the same breed. They prioritize different issues and have a long history of nominating different Republican candidates. This making it extremely challenging for the candidates on the debate stage tonight to not only craft a message that can appeal to Republicans in both Iowa and New Hampshire, but unite all of the Republicans looking for an alternative to Trump. And it is only by doing this that anyone will have any chance of denying Trump and his army of listless vessels the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. And should Trump win the nomination next year, it is virtually impossible to see the Republican Party ever recovering from its hijacking and transformation into a Trump-worshipping cult. Thanks for watching Graph's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.